Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Colbert Feed in Sigourney, more than just a feed mill. Colbert Feed is your horse source in Keokuk County. We provide bulk or bag feed for your livestock. We have a selection of horse feed, dog food, cat food, and bird food. Colbert Feed is open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. You can stop by and see Colbert Feed by the Expo in Sigourney or call 641-622-2828. That's Colbert Feed in Sigourney. The Keokuk County Veterans Affairs Office in Sigourney wishes you the very best this holiday season. And please remember those that aren't with their families this year, as they are protecting our great country. For more information on Keokuk County Veterans Affairs, contact Michelle Herman, the Veteran Affairs Administrator at 101 South Main in Sigourney. Brushed by Jude at 116 First Avenue in Oskaloosa brings life back to your furniture. What was once viewed as dated or old-fashioned is transformed to have a whole new life ahead of it. Stop in and see Judy Gronendijk for furniture restoration. Plus, there are classes to learn how to paint furniture. Go to brushedbyjude.com for hours and more information. And stop in on the south side of the square in Oskaloosa to do some Christmas shopping at Brushed by Jude. Welcome into Steve Shetler Media. We have got a second night in a row of high school basketball as Pekin is going to be hosting Lone Tree tonight in girls and boys action. And we do thank all of our sponsors for being on board for our broadcast this year. That includes Barn Wired, Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Son-in-Law Services, Helmuth Ford, Federation Bank, Nutrien Ag in Hedrick, and ServPro, all part of our broadcast here for Pekin Panther basketball. And we got Josh Clubb along with the play-by-play for tonight. Josh, we got kind of an early tip. We're expecting a 6 o'clock tip time, and we're going a few minutes early, but what are your thoughts heading into this game? As it looks like we're going to be getting the starting lineups here momentarily.
Yep, they're getting ready to announce the starters, and ahead of schedule, about 10 minutes ahead of time right now, and really with everybody else in the state, just early in the basketball season, Lone Tree comes in at 5-2, Pekin at 3-1. Both teams have played a couple of similar opponents, so a little bit of insight to what we have to look at on the girls' side here. But Lone Tree's on a 3-game winning streak. They dropped their first two, won the last three. Pekin in the same boat, lost their opening game against Winfield Mount Union, and has not lost since. So we'll see how this shakes out. Pekin, a very young team, just one senior that I have on my stat sheet that says just one senior starting for the Panthers. So young team, we'll see what they're able to do as they're announcing Lone Tree. That is number 5, Riley Shield, the senior forward. And then for the Pekin Panthers, you got number 1, Abby Geist, the junior forward, introduced. Meeting at center court for Lone Tree, Allison Ford, the junior center. And for the Panthers, Renee Eubanks, the senior forward at 5'8". That's number 11, Kate Sexton for the Lions. And number 14, Paisley Coleman for the Panthers. She's listed as a sophomore guard at 5'9". For the Lone Tree Lions, we get number 21, Vivian Zaruba, senior guard. She'll meet with Maddie Petron, the sophomore guard at 5'6". And then we got number 25, Ava Christofferson, the junior guard. She'll be introduced with number 55, Anna Hadley, the junior center for 5'9". So we will get ready for the national anthem now. I'd have to be back after they play this. Alrighty, that was the Pekin Pep Band playing the national anthem to get things underway here. As far as we know, we'll have the girls' game followed immediately by the boys' varsity game, but they started this gym. They had the girls' JV to start things out, so I'm not sure if the boys' JV is playing in the smaller gym or what's going on there, but we will see.
This is our first time being at Pekin this year. So
it is our
it's all
first time
kind of
being
a
at
surprise.
Pekin, and each conference kind of do their things their way, so we'll see. But for right now, we're getting this thing started. That's Paisley Coleman at center court, and she'll win the tip. She gets it over to Eubanks, who's going to let it clear out. Pekin sets up their offense. As they work it around the perimeter here, that is Geis with a. We're going to give her a 2 on that one. Coming down the floor for the Panthers. They're going to try, or the Lions, excuse me, they're going to answer with a three ball from number 25, Ava Christofferson. As Pekin works through the press, comes down, gets their offense set up. As I'm trying to reshuffle my paperwork.
Hadley had that last basket. Yep.
So, Hannah Hadley.
A hot start.
Yes, we are. We're currently 5-4 in favor of Lone Tree, and Pekin resets here. Working around the perimeter, they get it down into the corner. Eubanks around. Now the ball is taken away. That is Shield. She'll take it all the way in, lays it up, misses the layup. There for the rebound. As Maddie, she gets it off to Coleman. Coleman down to the corner again. Two guys, baseline drive, puts up a jumper. She's fouled, makes the shot, and will go to the line for an and one. Guys has 4, looking for her 5th point. And she does not get it. Rebounded by the Lions. Bring it up the floor. Inside they go. And a jumper put up there and made by number 25, Ava Christofferson. She's got 5 for the Lions. They lead 7-6. Pekin right back down the floor. Near side to Eubanks. Eubanks cross court. He's taken away again by Shield. Riley Shield passes it down baseline. Pekin closing him to pass it around again, and now the ball is tipped. Lions able to gather it back in. There's going to be a battle for a loose ball. They're going to call it jump ball. Pretty quick whistle on that. Zechinero is pointing Pekin's way. Timeout is going to be taken by Pekin. 30-second timeout, first timeout of the game. And Steve would chime in here normally, but he's got a mouthful of Skittles right now. So I'll just keep jabbering away until he gets his...
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah. First time out there. Quick start to this one, though. 7-6. Kind of a little bit of a back and forth affair here. The difference being Lone Tree getting the 1 3-pointer by Ava Christofferson to keep the 1-point lead as Panthers will come out of the timeout. The jump ball did stay with the Lions here, down here on the near side, right side on your screen. Baseline. They're looking down low for Shield, but now they kick it out beyond the arc. Christofferson puts up a mid-range jumper. This is no good. Battle for the rebound. Ball is still loose. And that was Eubanks able to secure it. She gets the pass down in the corner. She tries a 3. This is off the front of the rim. Battle for the rebound is going to be another jump ball. It'll go with Pekin. Stay with Pekin here this time.
A little bit better of a camera view than last night.
Yes,
tonight.
and we're not. It's not out of the question, but I don't think we'll have any basketballs come flying in at us tonight, as Pekin tries another three from the outside, rattles in and out, rebounded by Eubank. She gets Coleman. Coleman throws it back all the way to the other side to Geis. Geis baseline drive this time. Too strong this time. Air ball. Rebound goes off the hands and off the face of a Lone Tree player and out of bounds. Pekin will keep it with a, should have been a new shot clock. But no, that last one was an air ball. Coleman sends it around now. Atron get it inside to Hadley, and she puts up a layup. It is no good. Rebounded this time by Lone Tree. Moving quickly down the floor come the Lions. Inside out. Pekin working a 2-3 zone. Up and doing a battle for the rebound on the missed shot. It's gathered in by Geis. She's just going to bring it down the floor to the left wing. Has to pick up her dribble. Gives it to Eubank. Eubank left wing now looks down the corner to Geis. Geis lobs it into Hadley. Hadley tries to dribble once but has it taken out of her hands by the Lions. Down the floor they come. Battle for a loose ball. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by Coleman for the Panthers. Get it into Shields. She tries to go over the top of Hadley. The putback attempt is no good, but she's fouled that time. That'll be Anna Hadley's first foul. First foul of the game is incorrect. There's already been a foul on Lone Tree as well. This one sends Riley Shield to the line. Her first shot is good. We're going to get Urza Parsons to check in for Anna Hadley. So Shield connects on the second free throw. Coleman brings him across. Now the ball is taken away. That is number 21's Aruba. She lays it up in and good for two more. And on the inbound pass, taken away again by Zaruba. She gets it off to Shield. Shield from the left wing sends it down to Zaruba. She tries a three, and she is off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Pekin's Parsons. Parson clears it out, gets it up to Petrin. Right side now, Coleman all the way across to Geis. Geis puts a mid-range jumper up, and this is good. Abby Geis with 6 points on the night, 6 of Pekin's 8 points. Lone Tree gets a shot up. This is no good. They get the rebound, though. Offensive board. Right back. Around they go from the right wing. That's Sexton. Sexton can't do anything with it. Moving around. They're going to try another three from the left wing, and this is a little strong. Rebounded by Geis. Geis has got 3 rebounds. There's a foul on Lone Tree's number 21, Vivian Zaruba. Her first.
Josh, when I was looking through stats for determining nominees for Athlete of the Week, Geis had a ton of rebounds here recently.
Yes, she has. We did not get to stats in the pregame, but a rebound machine. And obviously, offensively, I mean, Geis has been most of Pekin's offense and defense here tonight. They work it down in the corner to Eubanks. Tries to feed it to Geis, and this little pass is a little high, taken away by Lone Tree's forward. Right back down the floor they come, and they losing a handle on it, is Zaruba. Coleman takes it away, and then she is fouled. That foul goes on Zaruba. That is her second. Team's third of the quarter.
I like the referee's signals. He's very animated.
Yes, he is. The other foul for the Lions was on number 1, and here's a football pass across the floor, and a three attempted by Eubanks is no good. Lions come up with the rebound. They lead by 3. Trying to feed it inside. Gets the shot off and is no good. Lone Tree able to get the initial rebound, and then a foul as they battle for the rebound. They're going to call that on Lone Tree. Black, number 12, Riley Viers, her first. Team's fourth now, so Next foul by Lone Tree, and Pekin will shoot the rest of this first quarter. There's 2:07 left in the opening quarter. Lone Tree leads 11-8. This veteran brings them down. Get inside the guys from the free throw line. Kicks it right back out. Another baseball pass to the right side wing. Veteran fires a three. This is off the front of the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound is going to be won by Geis. Sticking there. No, it's not Geis. That was Parsons. But able to create a jump ball does Lone Tree. It'll go with Lone Tree, and here they come. They try a quick three. No, they're going to whistle or called it two. It doesn't matter anyway. It was no good. Geis comes down with the rebound. I got her for 5 rebounds here in this first quarter. Miscommunication on the bad pass by the Panthers results in a layup by Ava Christofferson. She's got 7. As the Panthers working around the floor, try to get it into Geis. Geis battling for the loose ball. And now a jump ball called. This time it'll stay with Pekin. 4th jump ball of the first quarter as well. So girls getting greatest ball handling skills, and girls able to get their hands on it. Get it into Coleman. Coleman loses the handle on it though. Turns around, puts up a Pereira of a shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Lone Tree. We'll have a minute to go here as they cross. Inside they go. They're back to Shield. Shield left side to Ava Christofferson. She's fouled on her shot attempt. Call that foul on Paisley Coleman. That is her first, team's second. And Christofferson will shoot 2. Gets the roll on the first one. Christofferson has 8 of Lone Tree's 14 points. Second one is good. Make it 9, and they lead 15-8 over the Panthers. Bringing them up the floor is Parsons. Parsons goes left side. Head fake the Geis. Picks up a dribble, needs a little help. Eubanks is there. Gets it to Coleman. Coleman inside to Hadley. Hadley turns and puts up a tough shot. No good. Gets her own rebound. Her putback is good, though. Anna Hadley had to take took a breather on the bench after she picked up her first foul and comes in and adds 2 more. She's got 4. Here's a long shot that Hadley just rips it out of the hands of Shield. No jump ball called. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Pekin looking to close it in with a 1-possession game as time will expire here in the first. They get inside the Geis. Geis turns and she's free to the backboard. Lays it up in and good. Abby Geis has got 8. 15-12. It's a 3-point game with 6 seconds to go in the opening quarter. They're going to try a 3 as time is going to knock. My tongue. That is all of the first quarter. It was an air ball shot, as you probably saw on your screen, but Pekin gathers it in, just held on to it, let time expire, and that will end the first quarter of play.
15-12 in favor of Lone Tree. We thank Barnwired for being our first quarter sponsor. You can find them at 119 East Marion in Sigourney. Stop in there for the Iowa Music Showcase on Fridays and the sports section coming up on Saturdays. Let's hear from our second quarter sponsor, Fremont Funeral Chapel. The staff members at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. A ceremony can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Let the staff at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa help you in your time of need. And we thank Fremont Funeral Chapel for bringing us our second quarter here on Steve Shuttler Media for Pekin basketball this year. We've got Pekin versus Lone Tree. Josh Clubb on the play-by-play. Josh.
All righty. 6 starters back on the floor for both teams. As Pekin got it to within 1 possession. Lone Tree starting with the ball here. Pekin stays in that 2-3 zone. Send it inside. Now across the Lane to get a tough shot up. Hadley comes down with the rebound. Lone Tree fans wanting a foul there. Nothing called. Eubanks brings it down. Sends it to Coleman. She fires a three, and this is good. Paisley Coleman with her first points of the game. And we are tied at 15 here in the early goings of the second period.
You know, Josh, we were watching some of that JV game beforehand. It was different referees, but it was kind of an anything goes type of an atmosphere. I don't know if that's going to continue to happen here in the varsity game or not, but different referees, though.
Yeah, it started out a little ticky-tacky, but kind of slowed off on the calling. We'll see how it goes as the night progresses. Now that it's tied, they inbound it to Shield. She goes up for a shot, and she's fouled in the process. Fouled by Paisley Coleman. She's not liking that call. Has her second, team's first of the quarter, and that sends Riley Shield to the line. She's got 4 points so far tonight. It's going to stay at 4. She misses the front end of that one. I am going to make a conservative effort to keep the totals of the rebounds as Shield makes the back end. She's got 5. The rebound count on Abby Geis, but it's hard enough to keep point scores, but I'll try with her anyway because she's clearly can rack them up in a hurry. Just a lot of effort down low. And here's a 3 attempted by Beacon. It is no good. Rebounded by Eubanks. It's Parsons that took the 3. Try to feed it to guys down the corner. Now back to Eubanks. She fires a 3 that goes in and out. That ball was halfway down before it popped back, rattled its way back out. And the way that Renee Eubanks went down the floor, I think she thought she'd made it. It rattles out, and rebound goes off the hands of a Panther. Right back down the floor. They get it to Shield inside. No good on her jump shot from the corner. Deacon comes up with a rebound. It's Coleman that time. She just brings it across. Now Shield's going to take the pass away. Coleman tried a no-look pass, and Shield was there. She takes it the length of the floor, lays it up in and good. She's got 7. Coleman throws it far side of the floor to Eubank. Eubank loses it momentarily. Now they get it inside to Hadley. Hadley turns and shoots. She gets the roll, and she's fouled. That'll send her to the line to try the and one and complete the 3-point play. Get the foul on Kate Sexton of Lone Tree. Their team's first of this quarter. And Hadley has got 6. Make it 7. 7 on the night, and we are tied at 18 with 6:16 to go here in the second quarter. Second quarter brought to you by Fremont Funeral Chapel. As the Lions try an inside shot. It is no good. Rattle in and out. Rebounded by none other than Abby Geis. Geis just brings it down. Picks up her dribble, sends it inside to Hadley. Hadley turns, puts up a shot. This one is no good. But that'll send her to the line to shoot 2. Second foul on Lone Tree here in this quarter. They call that one on Allison Ford. Excuse me, they called that on... You're right, as Hadley makes the first one. They put number 14 on the board from Lone Tree. Yeah, Haley Blockenkamp. Go with that name. Nonetheless, Hadley's got 8 points, trying to make it her 9th point. The Panthers lead by 1, 5:52 to go. No good on the second one, but coming up with the rebound is Eubank. Beacon really tried to capitalize on this latest foul. Eubank has it. Looking inside for Hadley. Nothing there. Tries to pass across the court. It is tipped. Hadley pulls the ball. There's a battle for the ball, and a jump ball is called. Possession arrow stays with the Panthers, so they're going to extend this possession. Get into Eubank. Eubank right back down in the corner. Because they're going to work it around the arc. Really looking constantly inside for Hadley. They give it to Geis. Geis tries a baseline drive. She's fouled on the floor. This will be the 3rd foul now on Lone Tree in this quarter. All happening within the last minute. Call that foul on number 50, Sammy Branson. Pekin on the inbound pass, try a three. It is no good. Rebounded by Geis. Geis' putback attempt is no good. This is going to be rebounded by Branson. Pekin still leads by one. Had the ball quite some time on that possession. Here's another turnover. Ball's going to be gathered in by Eubank. That's Parsons with it now as she tries to dribble into a double team, and she travels in the process. That'll turn her right back over to the Lions. Pekin showing a 2-3 zone look as Lone Tree comes up. Get it inside. Work it around to Braxton, and Branson, excuse me. She goes up for a shot. She's fouled. They're going to get Abby on that one. Abby Geis picks up her first foul. That's the second team foul on Pekin here in this quarter. 4:46 to go in the second. And Branson misses on her first one. Branson's second shot hits the front of the rim and gets the roll for her first points of the night as Pekin works it around the arc now. That is Parsons that dribbles all the way down to baseline, loses a handle on it at the last second there. Gathered in by Branson. Branson fighting to keep the ball, and now a timeout was called by Lone Tree. We'll see how long they're going to take. They're going to take a 30-second timeout, and I'll let Steve talk for a little bit.
All righty. We do thank our second quarter sponsor. We'll bring them up on the screen there for you. Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont. You can give them a call, 641-933-4315. Fremont Funeral Chapel bringing us the second quarter all year long here on Steve Shuttler Media. Again, we're doing Pekin basketball. I about said Pekin football. We did, of course, Pekin football in the fall. This is the first of 8 games for Pekin that we'll be covering this year on Steve Shuttler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you can't be here in person, just tune in. We've got several games we're going to be doing throughout the winter. Josh Clubb with the play-by-play. Josh.
All right, 4:25 to go in the second quarter. We are tied at 19. Lone Tree off the timeout. Gets a good-looking shot inside, but cannot come up with a basket, and Hadley comes down with the rebound. She clears it out. And Petrin will bring it across, and her pass is picked off by Bailey Grapp. Lone Tree has numbers, gets an easy layup from Christofferson. Hadley now inside, puts up a shot. This is no good. Rebounded by Geis. Geis turns and goes to shoot, and they call a foul. That'd be Geis. Another rebound. They call that foul on Sammy Branson, her second. That sends Abby Geis to the line. She'll shoot 2. First one gets the roll. That'll give her 9 points on the night. First point of the second quarter. She had 8 points in the first quarter. First time to score here in this one. And she ties it with that one. 21 all now off the 2 made free throws from Abby Geis. Lions bring it down the floor. Now the pass is jumped by Petrum. She goes all the way to the basket, lays it up, misses it. Right there to help her out and put it back in is Parsons. Parsons' first 2 points of the night. And Lone Tree again. Petrin jumps the pass and tips it into the backcourt. Lone Tree tries to save it. Petrin's right there, picks it up. She lets everybody run by, hands it off to Eubanks, right back to Petrin. Inside to Hadley. Hadley is tripped as she drives for the basket, but they call a travel as she fell down. Parsons checked out there. Coming back in is Coleman for the Panthers. Petrin is just in that passing lane. Stayed right there, just nearly out her hands on that one as Lone Tree gets it inside. Shot is missed. Rebounded by Parsons. by Branson. Lone Tree gets it back outside. Now inside mid-range jumper. Cannot get the roll as the ball is kind of rolling all over the place. Finally, Christopherson comes up, but she throws it far side. They try it deep too, and this is a bank shot that goes in for Hayden Yoder. Yoder calls in the bank. They regain the lead by 1, and now a foul. It's called on. I believe that was on. No, it was Delaney Grapp. Her first. That is the 5th foul on Lone Tree, so that'll send Abby Geist to the line. She makes first one. Tie it at 24. This for the lead, and this is off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound goes in the hands of the Lions. Christopherson is going to bring it down for Lone Tree. Working outside in, and now a shot is no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, and she's fouled. This shot was no good. That is Kate Sexton. She's going to. We're going to call Abby Geist on that foul. That'll be her second with 2:11 to go. A little discussion from the officials at this.
I think the score might have been. I had 23 for Lone Tree, and then I looked up and they had 24. I don't know.
All right.
Maybe. I don't know if that's what they're talking about or not.
I'm struggling to learn faces and names right now, so I'm not gonna say my score is right at all.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Yes, it should have been. That's right, because as I rewind that, nonetheless, Kate Sexton is going to try to give Lone Tree the lead again. She ties it up with that one.
I should have just kept the point up there.
Yeah.
Save themselves.
Save some of that trouble. And this for the lead. She rattles it home, and they regain the lead. That's 2 points for her, and now substitution for the Lions. On the made free throw. Geist sends it inside to Hadley. Hadley catches, turns, shoots, and she does not get the roll as well. In and out. Battle for the rebound goes off the hands of Hadley and out of bounds.
That is just automatic. She gets it down low. She's turning.
She's turning and
score.
going. Yeah. She's consistently turned opposite of the side that she's caught the pass on. See if they pick up on that. Here's a 3 attempt by Sexton. This is an air ball that Geist tries to wrangle in and just goes off her fingertips. Lone Tree will keep it baseline near side of the floor. Veteran's going to check out, and in's going to come Parsons for the Panthers. Lone Tree sends it out to the corner. They try a deep mid-range jumper from there. And draining it is Kate Sexton. She's got 4. Lone Tree leads by 3. Geist from the left wing drives baseline. Sets up a trap, but she picked up her left foot, and as she pivoted around and gets called for the travel. In the first quarter, Lone Tree actually built about a 7-point lead at one point, and Pekin able to close it up right before the end of the quarter. Now Lone Tree looking to extend their lead again, and they do with the free ball from Christopherson. Christopherson's got 14. And Pekin needs to answer as Lone Tree's building a bit of a run. This ball is slided out of bounds by Lone Tree. 23 on the shot clock, still plenty of time. 59 seconds before half. And Coleman down low. Gets it to Geist, who's left wide open. Right back to Coleman. Coleman tries to put up a toughly contested shot. It is no good off the side of the backboard. Gathered in by Lone Tree. 50 seconds to go. Lone Tree has a 6-point lead. As they work it around, Shield back up top all the way around left side. As they're working around the arc. Fire it inside. Hadley swats at the ball, sends it back up top. Still 17 to shoot for the Lions. Get it inside to Shield. She turns, triple team. She tries to throw it back across to a cutting. That was a cutting Kate Sexton. She had an opportunity there. Could not handle it. They turn it back over to Pekin. Now Lone Tree's going to set up the press. And off the inbound pass that is tipped. It goes right back to Geis. Geis gathers it in. She stops. She's in trouble. Looks for help, but throws it right back to Lone Tree. Coming right back down the floor. They put up a tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Geis again. Geis throws it up the floor to Hadley. Hadley from the right side is going to draw a charge. Is going to get called for the charge, as that was clear as day. It'll be Hadley's second foul. And probably a little bit more of a hurry than she needed to be, as there's still 11 seconds on the game clock. Did not have numbers coming into the game as Vivian Zaruba for Lone Tree. Zaruba shot a lot of threes, and she's going to try one here. This is a little too strong, rebounded by Lone Tree. They were back to Zaruba. Back up top as they shoot with this time expires, and this is no good. So we will head to halftime with Lone Tree leading Pekin 30-24. The second quarter was brought to you by Fremont Funeral Chapel, and halftime is brought to you by Shetler Insurance Services.
Yes, it is. We do thank Shetler Insurance Services for bringing us our halftime. You can see Stacy on the east side of the square in Sigourney, or give her a call, 641-636-7744. We'll take a little bit of a break. We'll go silent for just a little while. 30-24 at the half here on Steve Shetler Media. Pekin girls and Lone Tree girls at halftime here, brought to us by Shetler Insurance Services. Oh, let's see here. We got about a minute to go in halftime before we get into the third quarter. We thank Shetler Insurance Services for being our sponsor of halftime. As you can see on the score there on your screen, Lone Tree leads 30-24. We've got the second half coming right up. Well, I think we'll be followed by the boys' game. We think that's the way things go. Here.
Yeah, there's some Pekin people that just came in and sat in front of us. They were talking about how they only played 2 quarters of the boys' JV game, so they must have played that in the smaller gym, maybe. I'm not sure. But interesting sight. Now Pekin just now does come out of the locker room. Some youth Pekin basketball players were warming up. Some probably 5th, 6th, or not even that old, probably 3rd, 4th graders, and starting to wonder what was going to happen here in the second half. But Pekin does come out of the locker room with just 30 seconds left on the halftime clock, so they are forgoing their warm-up shots. We'll jump right back into action here. For the Panthers in that first half, Abby Geis led the way scoring with 11. She also had 9 rebounds. She did pick up 2 personal fouls, though, in the process, so something to keep an eye on there. Hadley had 2 fouls as well as Paisley Coleman. So 3 Panthers with 2 fouls to start off the second half. They'll want to play a little cautiously to start things off until we get our way into the third quarter here, I would think. Lone Tree starts with the ball. As you can see on your screen, they working around looking for. They were looking inside for Shield. Couldn't quite get there. Now they get it right back into her. She's working on Hadley. Geis comes in and puts her hands on the balls. That's going to cause a jump ball, and that'll send it right back to Pekin. As Hadley had Shield stood up, and Geis came in and forced a jump ball. Here's Coleman with it. Her pass is tipped and taken away. Run the length of the floor is Christopherson. She lays it up in and good. Christopherson had 14 points in the first half. Make it 16 now on the game. Eubanks now inside to Hadley. Hadley outside to Coleman. Coleman fires a 3, and this is good. Paisley Coleman has got 6 on the night. 32-27 is the score. Early goings of the second quarter. Here's a quick answer by Christopherson. She cannot connect. Rebounded, and the putback is good by Allison Ford for the Lions. Bringing it down the floor are the Panthers. Right side to Coleman. Now across court to Eubanks. She thought about a 3 from the corner, changes her mind, dribbles into it. Now step back 3, and this is a little short off the front of the rim into the hands of Hadley. Her putback is good. 2 more for Hadley. Panthers back to within 5. Here's a 3 by the Lions, number 11, Kate Sexton.
It's kind of the way the game started.
It is. Back and forth to start and back and forth to start the second half. Beacon gets it inside to Hadley. Hadley back outside to Coleman. She fires another 3. This is just off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Zaruba of Lone Tree. She brings it all the way down top of the key, sends it right side. Now right back to Zaruba. She goes in, jump stops, puts up a shot. This doesn't connect the rim, but is rebounded by Christopherson. Ball rattles around, and then a mid-range jumper is made by Allison Ford. Lone Tree has extended their lead to 10 now. Coleman inside to Hadley. Hadley turns and shoots, and this is rolling around, no good. Gets her own rebound, though. Puts it back, is no good. This one's going to be rebounded by the Lions. They'll come down the floor with a 10-point lead. 5:19 to go in the third. Christopherson, baseline, has the ball poked free by Geis. Sends it back up top. They reset. Now 3 again is taken by Lone Tree. No good. They get the rebound. Try another one. This one rattles in. That is Vivian Zaruba. She's got 5 on the night, and now a travel by Petrin, and that turns it right back over to Lone Tree, and Pekin is going to take a timeout. They're going to take a full timeout this time, a full minute, with 4:51 to go here in the third quarter. That is brought to you by Oski Dental.
All right. We do thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our third quarter. You can give them a call and set up your appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at 641-673-4845. We thank all of our sponsors for Pekin basketball. I about did it again, Josh. I tried to say Pekin football. Barn-Wired Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Son-in-Law Services, who has our player of the game, Helmuth Ford, Federation Bank, Nutrien Ag and Hedrick, and ServPro on board as sponsors for Pekin basketball this winter here on Steve Shetler Media. Again, this is the first of 8 games that we're going to be broadcasting for Pekin basketball this winter, and we're doing a variety of Sigourney, Pekin, and North Mahaska games. So, good to have Pekin. We'll be back here on Friday night for their game against Highland. Make sure you tune in for that. Looks like we're about done with the timeout. Let's go back to Josh.
All righty. Yeah, Pekin finds themselves trailing by 13 here in the early goings of the third quarter. And watching them, we have a good view of their bench and drawing up on the board, and not happy with the execution of their offense is what spurred that timeout. You shield inside, she sends it back out to that's not Christopherson, but nonetheless they get it up and around to Ford. Ford tries a jump shot. This is no good.
Geis
Eubanks
with another rebound.
Stops, fires a three from the left wing, no good. Right, rebounded by Geis. Geis tried to get it put back, couldn't do it, kicks it out. Now Coleman's going to try a three, and she rattles it home. They're going to say that is a three. Eubanks has now got 9. Or Coleman, excuse me. And a timeout called as a little frustration.
She lose a contact?
She lost the contact. The Lone Tree's coach is unhappy, saying that she was poked in the eye and there should have been a foul called. Nonetheless, the officials do not charge the timeout to Lone Tree. They take it as a medical timeout. Lone Tree will inbound it, leading by 10. They get it right inside, working it around. The ball is tipped as she's going up for the shot by Coleman, and now a foul on the putback attempt. They get Coleman with the foul. That is her third. So she'll probably have to take a little of a break here. We'll see after the first shot is missed by Grapp. Excuse me, that is Christopherson. Christopherson's second shot bounces off the back of the rim, slapped out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Shield of Lone Tree. 10-point game as the Panthers will bring it up the floor. That's Petrin. Sends it left side. Now all the way down to the corner to Eubank. Eubank tries to find Geis inside. Geis puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Lone Tree Zaruba. Zaruba brings it down the floor. Sends it right side now to Christopherson. Lone Tree doing a good job of moving the ball quickly. Here's a three, in and out. No good. Rebounded by Shield. Shield goes back up for the shot and loses a handle on it. Goes out of bounds. And Pekin will take over here. Veteran brings it up the floor. Picks up a dribble in the backcourt and then travels. It's just a mental hiccup there. As Lone Tree gets it into Shield. Shield back outside, moved it in, down inside. Shot is tipped initially by Coleman. Ball goes free. Shield sends it right back inside. Back door to Ford. Ford tries to send it across court. Taken away there by Parsons. Parsons gets it to Petrin. Petrin again passing it before she gets to half court, and no pressure on her, and it's causing problems. Lone Tree's just sitting on it and taking it away. Here's another layup by Zaruba. She's got 7 now on the game. Pekin needs to get in their set and try a few more passes. Here's a foul on Christopherson. It's her first foul of the game. Team's first of the quarter. Get it in. Eubanks. Eubanks and Coleman, we're playing catch, and now Zaruba takes it away. She runs late to the floor, loses a handle on it momentarily, tries a deep layup. No good. Gathered in, now Geis gets the rebound, battles for it. Clears it out. Had the floor to run if she wanted to, but decides to slow up. Hands it off to Coleman. Coleman tries to dribble down through the trap. She's going to be fouled by Shield, I believe. It is on her. I believe that's Shields' first foul on the night. Geis has it inside the free throw line. Now Pekin works it around. Good ball movement on this possession. They lob it inside to Shields, to Geis. Misses the shot. Lone Tree comes down with it, 44-32. They work it around. Yoder now tries a three, and this is off the mark. No good. Rebounded, though, and put right back up by the Lions. Number 11, Kate Sexton. She's got 9. As the Panthers try to work it inside to Geis. Geis back outside to Eubanks. She fires a three, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by Yoder. Lone Tree out to a 46-32 lead with 1:22 to go in this third quarter. Lone Tree showing some great ball movement. Surprising there's no fouls called there again, but there's not. Finally, there is one called. That's Christopherson's putback attempt goes in, and she'll go to the line to shoot the and one. She's got 18 points on the night. That's Christopherson. Now checking out will be Urza Parsons. Coming in will be Anna Hadley. That foul was on Geis. Her third. Christopherson's three-point play is completed. Give her 19 points on the night. And Pekin in a big hole, just needs to make something happen here, and certainly an adjustment on those. Geis has it inside. She's in trouble, though. Already dribbled, sends it right back outside to Petra, and she fires a three, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by Geis, and it's going to actually be a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards Lone Tree. As Ruba checks out, in will come Delaney Grapp. Grapp has it right wing. Tries to send it inside. Ball is loose on the floor. Still loose. Coming up with it is Eubanks. She hands it off to Coleman. Coleman will bring him up the floor. Eubanks tries a three from the left wing, and this is good. Renee Eubanks has got that is her first points of the night, actually. And a battle for the loose ball, actually called a travel on Coleman as she ripped the ball away but fell forward after doing so. Takes a step down there in the corner. Lone Tree will keep it. And a 4-out look here. They get it in. Right back down to the corner for an attempted three as an air ball right into the hands of Lone Tree's Kate Sexton. She puts it right back in, and that is how the quarter will end. With Lone Tree pulling away on this one, 51-35. And that'll send us to the fourth quarter. That was brought to us by Kika County Hospitals and Clinics.
And we do thank Oski Dental for sponsoring our third quarter. Let's hear from that fourth quarter sponsor.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
And again, we do thank Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics for sponsoring our fourth quarter, which is about set to begin with Lone Tree ahead 51-35 in the girls' game. Josh Clubb with the play-by-play. And Josh, just out of curiosity, how many rebounds does Abby Guys have?
I having a tough time keeping track. It's got to be around 11 or 12 at this point.
Definitely has a double-double.
Yes. Pekin has got to they're going to have to dig deep here and find some fight to get back into this one. That last quarter, I mean, they were in this game the whole way through, and the last quarter they were outscored by 10 points, 21-11 right away. They get a layup by Hadley. Starts the quarter off the right way. That's just her fourth point here in the second half, beginning of the fourth quarter. Lone Tree just kind of outworking Pekin on the rebounds that we've talked about. And, of course, Geis and what I would call a little bit of foul trouble up until the fourth quarter now. But so she's probably playing a little more timid than she normally would. She's got 3 fouls on her. That becomes less of a factor now as we are less than just over 7 minutes to play in the game. Pekin working it around. They find Eubanks in the corner. She nails a 3. And Renee Eubanks, first points came at the end of the last quarter on a 3 ball. Hits that one. If she can get going, it can get Pekin right back into this. Lone Tree sends it inside, turns and shoots. Does Allison Ford, and she's able to connect. She's got 6 on the night. And Petrin again stopping at the half-court line and kind of loses her momentum, wants her to keep going forward, and just about got whistled with a travel there. Here's a jump ball that is going to go to the Lions. But Petrin's got to get a little bit, at least across half court, and maybe anticipate where she's going to pass that ball before she stops her dribble. That's gotten her in trouble a few times. Yeah, she checks out, and Geis checks back in. Pekin gets a turnover here. Coleman brings him up the floor. Coleman hands it off to Parsons. Parsons tries to find Coleman down to the corner, and it's a quick jump ball called. And this will stay with Pekin. 25 on the shot clock. Coleman sends it all the way back up top to Eubank. Eubank right side to Geis. Geis feeds Hadley inside. Hadley lays it up in and good. And the Panthers starting out this fourth quarter with a little bit of a run. They're within 11 now. Here's a quick 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Long rebound goes to Parsons. Parsons gets it to Coleman. Coleman's going to bring him across. Parsons back to Coleman. Coleman loses the handle on it as a high pass was high from Parsons. Lions have numbers and they get the layup from Christopherson. Christopherson now with 21 points. And here's a 3 by Parsons. This is off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Shields. She clears it out. Lone Tree comes back down the floor. 13-point lead for the Lions as they set up their offense. All alone at the free throw line and connecting is Allison Ford. Shot's been open the last 2 quarters, and now a timeout called by Pekin. Takes a 30-second timeout here here in the fourth quarter.
All right, we do thank Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics for sponsoring our fourth quarter. We thank all of our sponsors on board for Pekin basketball this winter: Barn Wired, Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Son-in-Law Services, Helmuth Ford, Federation Bank, Nutrien Ag of Hedrick, and ServPro, all sponsors on our broadcast for Pekin girls basketball. Again, fourth quarter, as you can see, Lone Tree leads 57-42.
5:10 to go in this one, and somebody from Pekin will have to go on quite the run. Getting back into this. Coleman sends it right side to Eubanks. Eubanks tries another three and drains it. She certainly is that candidate. She's got 9 points now. With 2 minutes left in the third quarter, she had not scored. She's got 9. Lone Tree tries to answer with the three. Rebound is no good. Rebounded or taken away by Eubank. Eubank playing tight here, or playing good here as we come down the stretch, and they're going to need it to get back into this when this ball is tipped out, and they're going to say last touch by Coleman. Coleman just kind of gave up on it, thinking it was tipped out of her hands, but they're going to say she touched it last. Gives it right back to Lone Tree. Be a big spot for Pekin to come up with some type of a stop here. As a backdoor cut by Christopherson. She lays it up in and good.
That's some pretty textbook stuff right there.
Yeah, just not a whole lot of movement by Pekin's defense. Now get inside to Hadley. Hadley turns, misses, gets her own rebound, puts it right back up and good. So they swap field goals. Once again, Pekin will look for some type of stop. Christopherson sends it inside to Shield. Shield turns and shoots against a double team. Misses the shot. It's rebounded by Lone Tree. Battle for this putback rebound is won by Lone Tree. Back outside they go. Christopherson has it right wing. Sends it left wing now to Zaruba. Zaruba gets the ball poked free initially by Coleman. They swing it all the way around. Christopherson tries a baseline jumper. This is no good. Goes in the hands of Shield. A battle for the ball is a jump ball. That's going to stay with Lone Tree, but there's only 3 seconds on the shot clock as Petrin comes in, checks in for Coleman, who's just appears winded out there right now. Give her a chance to catch her breath. 3 seconds to shoot for the Lions as they try to get it into Shield. Hadley, who slaps it right back out of bounds, so keep it at 3 seconds. Lone Tree will try it again. And
shouldn't the clock have gone by at least a second there?
yeah. Well, the shot clock, no, because there was never possession, but the game clock should have started as soon as somebody touched it. I could be wrong about that, too. I don't know. Nonetheless, Lone Tree takes a 30-second timeout.
Keokuk County Hospital and Clinic sponsoring our fourth quarter. Again, a big thanks to them for their sponsorship of this game and all that they do on Steve Shuttler Media. They are a huge supporter of what we're doing here. So appreciate Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. Again, Lone Tree leading 59-47. We've got, well, I'm not quite sure how much time we have left in the quarter. 3:35. Let's go back to Josh Clubb with the call of the game.
All right, so Lone Tree is going to try to inbound this catch-and-shoot situation. They got 3 seconds on the shot clock. They lob it in to Christopherson. It's over her head and gathered in by Petrin. Petrin lets everything clear out and brings it down the floor. This time getting across half court for passing. And this pass from Parsons to Hadley goes over her head. Pekin turns it right back over. 3:20 to go. Trailing by 12. Looking for a stop. Shield sends it to Christopherson. Christopherson back to the right wing. Right back inside they go. A turn shot, no good. Rebounded by Geis. Geis has been quiet here as of late. She's going to bring it all the way down the floor. Hands it off to Parsons. Parsons finds Eubank. Right back to Parsons. Now they lob it inside to Geis. Back outside to Eubank. She fires a three, and this is good. Renee Eubanks has caught fire from beyond the arc. She's got 12 points all in this half. Actually, mostly all in this quarter plus a minute. 9-point lead for Lone Tree. Another stop would be huge in momentum for the Panthers right now, but not with Christopherson shooting a mid-range jumper. She does miss. Rebound by Pekin, and a hard foul is going to be called on Hadley. That'll send Kate Sexton to the line. That is the third foul on Hadley, so still has 2 to give. Sexton at the line to shoot 2 with 2:30 to go. First one is a miss, so it turns into a good foul because she was in almost guaranteed push it up and in. Hadley's going to take a seat, though, with those 3 fouls. Till 2:30 to go in the game, I wouldn't be too concerned about 3 fouls with Hadley as Sexton rolls this one in. Eubanks brings him down the floor. Gets it off. Petrin. Petrin's got to be careful here, nearly at the half-court line. She's going to pick up a foul on Christofferson. That is the second on Christofferson. Pekin gets it inbound. Petrin. It's Parsons inside now to Geis. Geis reverses for it, goes up for a jump shot, gets the roll. Her first 2 points of the half. And Pekin back to within 8. Looking for a big stop here. 2 minutes to go on the game clock. And now Geis jumps the pass but can't come away with it. Gives a cutting lane for number 11 to go up for a shot. She is fouled by Coleman. That is Sexton. She'll go back to the line to shoot 2. That's number 4 on Coleman. She just came back into the game. First free throw from Sexton rattles home. Trying to give the Lions a 10-point lead, and she does. So minute 56 to go, 10-point lead for the Lions as Allison Ford checks in for Shield of the Lions. Veteran will bring it up the floor. Left wing inside for Geis, and Geis is fouled. On the catch, that foul was on number 50, Sammy Branson. I think that's her second foul. That is her third foul. Minute 45 to go. That is, both teams have 2 team fouls, so it have to be a shooting foul to send anybody to the line, at least for the next couple. Eubanks drives right inside, picks up the dribble, back up top she goes. Minute 36. Now this pass is jump taken away. In transition goes Sexton. She stops, puts up a shot, and this rolls around. No good. Eubanks rebounded, and she's fouled by Branson again. That's her 4th. It's foul in the backcourt. That is the 3rd on Lone Tree. Minute 27 to go. Eubanks had Abby Geis in the backcourt doing jumping jacks, looking for the ball as she was fouled. So probably a good foul by Branson in that regard. And here, Pekin travels with it, turn it right back over to the Lions. Branson will come out right back, and will come Shield.
I was just going to ask if there were a reason why Hadley was still on the bench. I didn't understand.
I don't know. She went in after the 3rd foul, and again, minute 17 to go, 3 fouls. You're not even considered in foul trouble at that point. As Lone Tree probably play keep away. Probably not going to get any real early shots, but Christofferson makes me a liar. She puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Shield. Shield loses a handle on it, though. Goes in the hands of Coleman. Coleman's going to bring them down the floor inside a minute to go. Trailing by 10. You'd like to see Pekin speed it up a little bit, and I think their coach thinks the same thing. He calls a timeout right as they cross half court, a full timeout. 10-point lead for Lone Tree with 54 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter.
And again, we do thank our 4th quarter sponsor, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics. Also, just a reminder, coming up on Friday night, we'll be right back here at Pekin High School as Pekin takes on Highland on Friday night. We'll have that game. We've got a few Pekin games. In fact, let me bring up the schedule while we have a few seconds here. We've got Pekin Hillcrest is coming up this Friday night. Then we'll have Christmas break after the first of the year on Thursday, January 2nd. Pekin versus Columbus. We'll have Pekin versus Waco in January versus Fairfield versus Cardinal versus Highland. And then at English Valleys for a boys game on Thursday, February 6th. So those are the games we'll be broadcasting as far as Pekin goes this winter. Right here we've got Lone Tree leading 62-52 with under a minute to go in the game.
All right, and of course, a minute of playtime left to go here before we finalize this. Just looking ahead at thinking about players of the game, and the girl right there, Renee Eubanks, certainly a nominee. She's really turned it on the last quarter plus a minute to keep Pekin in this thing. Had she not went on a tear from beyond the arc, it would probably be about a 20-point game and not much to do. And here's a turnover by the Panthers. Get right back to Lone Tree. 43 seconds left, trailing by 10. Got to see some type of pressure here by Pekin. The coaching staff's calling it, but Pekin's not responding, and Lone Tree's just going to run the length of the floor, and that should be a charge, but it's going to be called a foul on Coleman. That'll be her 5th, so she'll have to exit the game. Asking what she did wrong as she comes to the bench, but I don't know. I got to agree with her on that last one. She looked like she was, maybe she moved a little bit, I don't know, but it looked like she had her position. She fouls out of the game. And Zaruba. Saying the first shot she missed, it did not count. Somebody from Pekin must have stepped in the lane. They whistle after the miss to proclaim that, but they did not. She connects that one.
That's bizarre.
It's not uncommon to see that happen, but like I said, usually it's a little bit more vocalized by the officiating staff that the shot didn't count after she missed it. Had she made it, it still would have counted. It wouldn't have mattered, but we'll see it now. Lone Tree's got the press on with 35 seconds to go, looking to just put this thing away. Shot clock is now off, and Lone Tree does not even have to shoot if they don't want to.
Pekin's not fouling for some reason.
They're not. I think Pekin's must be waving the white flag because they're sitting back in a zone. Lone Tree's just going to, if they should just dribble around and keep this away. Christopherson goes inside and has this taken out of her hand by Geis, and Pekin has it taken right back away by Lone Tree. And Lone Tree honestly doesn't even, they do have to cross half court, but that's it. They shouldn't have to do anything else. We'll see what they do. And she picked up her dribble, so she'll have to pass it, and we will go final. 64-52 is our final here in the girls' part of this doubleheader. And for our player of the game, I'm just gonna go with Renee Eubanks for the fact that she did have 9 points. She was not the leading scorer, but she turned it on when it mattered most, kept Pekin in the game up until the last couple of minutes there. But if she had not turned it on in the later stages of that game, probably would have been a much uglier finish. So we'll make Renee Eubanks the player of the game, and who is the son-in-law services. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know the guy that runs.
Yeah, I've talked to him once or twice before. So.
So
Actually,
our son-in-law.
I see him right now. I'm going to talk to him. I'll let you take it over, Steve.
Son-in-law services player of the game again, Renee Eubanks for Pekin. That is our Pekin player of the game. Again, we thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. Stick around. We'll be in between games here for just a little while, and we'll be back with the boys game for Pekin and Lone Tree here on Steve Shetler Media. All righty, we are back live at Pekin High School. We've got the boys' game set to start here in a minute or so. We do thank Barnwired for being our first quarter sponsor. Of course, you can find Barnwired at 119 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Give them a call, 641-622-9912 for home decor, coffee, and more. Of course, they've got great food at Barnwired. Get in there at Barnwired in Sigourney. They are the first quarter sponsor. We'll have the starting lineups here momentarily. Josh Clubb on the play-by-play. Josh, what are your general thoughts heading into tonight's game?
Well, Pekin boys going to look to split the night with the girls taking the loss, but similar records coming into this one. Lone Tree's at 2-3, Pekin at 2-2. Most recently, Lone Tree lost to Waco. Prior to that, they beat Wapello 60-55. The Panthers, most recent outing, they had got a victory against Louisa Muscatine, winning that one 55-47, and prior to that, they lost to Mid Prairie by a score of 72-32. Mid Prairie, pretty good basketball, this team in a higher class, so tough stuff there. Pekin leads this series since 2009 with a record of 21-9 over Lone Tree, and actually Lone Tree's last win in this series of boys basketball dates all the way back to January 17th of 2017, so the Panthers have had the Lions number on the boys side. Get into the starting lineups. Number 1, Reese Holbrook for the Lions. He'll shake hands with Cole Milliken of the Panthers. And then you got number 2, Dominic Garcia. He'll be stacked up with number 15, Will Adam. And then we got Jack Patterson, senior for the Lions, up against Casey Davis of the Panthers. Davis, a senior as well. Then we got number 10, Emmett Burke, and he'll shake hands with number 23, Henry Adam, the sophomore. And then finally, running out the starters, number 13 for Lone Tree, Cade Willows, and he'll shake hands with Nolan Glick. So, Steve, familiar names from the football field for the Panthers lineup. They look a little different without a football helmet on, but
we can actually see what they look like.
Yeah. So Will Adam, Will Henry, and Casey Davis, seeing with them being players of the game in football, recognize them a little bit, but the rest not so much. So Glick and Willows will step at center court for the opening tip. As we are set to play, Willows wins the tip. Handled out there by Garcia. Garcia right down the floor. Lions first offense. Pekin comes out in a man. That is Milliken on the defense down low. He cannot hold up Garcia, and Garcia gets the first 2 points of the game. Coming down the floor, Henry Adam takes it left wing back up top to Will. Will hands it off to Davis. Davis at the free throw line. Sends it back outside to Adam. Adam fires a 3 from the corner. This is good. Henry Adam opens up the scoring for the Panthers with the deep ball. Panthers have a 3-2 lead. Early going, sticking with the man. Will Adam on the defense right now. Inside out, Garcia kicks it all the way out to the left wing, and this is a 3 attempted, no good. Rebound was slapped out of the hands of Willows by Henry Adam. I'm going to say Willows last touched it, so Pekin will get the ball back. Henry Adams going to bring him down the floor. Sends the right side to Milliken. Lone Tree in a man zone here. And a foul called down the baseline. See who they tag with the first foul of the game. First foul of the game is awarded to Emmett Burke of Lone Tree. Panthers will get a new shot clock and inbound to baseline near side of the floor. They get it in to Glick. Glick lays it up in and good. 5-2. As Panthers, this pressure in the backcourt causes a little bit of a problem for Lone Tree here. Now driving in from the right wing and missing the shot was Jack Patterson. Panthers rebound, bring it up the floor. Davis from the left wing. Head fakes, now drives inside it and bounces it off his foot. It goes out of bounds. It hit the calf of Cade Willows and goes out of bounds. And a timeout's going to be called by Lone Tree here in the early goings. The 30-second timeout with 6:25 to go in the first. Pekin leads 5-2.
All right, we do thank Barn Wired for being our first quarter sponsor. Again, find them at 119 East Marion Street in Sigourney. Steve Shetler Media always there on Fridays for the Iowa Music Showcase from 11:30 to noon. And then right back there on Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. for the sports section. So tune in. We're live at Barn Wired quite a bit, like hanging out there. And they are a great sponsor, a great advertiser for Steve Shetler Media and for Pekin basketball, where they lead 5-2.
All righty, 5-2. After the timeout, Pekin will inbound it. And it's Henry Adam. He's going to send it in. He's looking for Davis. Finds him in the corner. Davis right back inside to Glick. Glick turns, shoots, and this is a bank shot. No good. Rebounded by Burke of Lone Tree. Quickly down the floor come the Lions. Baseline side, they kick it out, and they lay up is good. That is Jack Patterson. He's got 2. 5-4 now. As Henry brings him up the floor, sends the left side to Davis. Davis back up top to Henry. Henry looking for a screen, now sends it down to the corner to Milliken. All the way around to Davis to try a 3 from the left wing. No good. Will Adam crashing the board. His putback is no good. The Lions trying to move the ball in transition, and Will Adams going to pick up a foul. First foul on Pekin. That'll give Lone Tree a new shot clock. Inbounding baseline. Get it outside, and they immediately try a catch and shoot 3. No good. Rebounded by Will. Will hands it off to Henry. Henry pushes up the floor to Glick, who's all alone in the backcourt, but covering up quickly was Jack Patterson, able to tip it away. Lone Tree now in transition. Head fake 3. Drives inside. Kicks it back out. That's Patterson. Patterson picks up his dribble. Now his pass is little Aaron to Hollerbrook. Hollerbrook back up to the top, and they'll reset. Pekin sticking to the man defense. And here's a nice drive and a jumper by Reese Hollerbrook to give Lone Tree their first lead, 6-5. Second lead. Henry Adams fakes a 3 here, gives it to Milliken. Milliken puts a jumper up and gets it to fall. He's got his first 2 points of the night. Pekin retakes the lead. Pressure in the backcourt causes minor problems for Lone Tree's Garcia, but then he finds a lane and takes it all the way in. He's got 4. 8-7. Milliken gets it off to Henry Adam. Henry Adam from the right wing sends it inside to Glick, right back out to Adam. Adam drives, sends it across, down inside to Will. Will bounces out to Davis. Davis with the mid-range jumper is no good. Rebounded by Lone Tree. Running the floor with their hands up. Pekin able to get back and slow them up. Lions set up. Garcia, left side of the lane, no good. Rebounded by Willows. Willows' putback is no good. Gathered in by Glick. Quickly up the floor come the Panthers. Davis gets it to Henry. All the way around to the corner to Will Adam. Now Henry, right back to Henry. He tries a 3 from the right wing. No good. Rebounded by the Lions. Hollerbrook. Both teams using pace up and down the floor thus far. Both teams doing a good job of getting back and stopping the dribble. Garcia now top of the key. He sends it down inside. Spinning away from Glick. There's Cade Willows for 2. Lone Tree now with their biggest lead of the night by 3. There's Milliken. Picks up his dribble, tries to pass off to Glick. This is taken away by Lone Tree's Patterson. Pekin able to get back to force the Lions to set up a play. Patterson sends it back up top to Willows. Willows Not doing much. He gets it back up to Garcia. Not much moving. 12 to shoot on the shot clock. Garcia tries left side of the lane. Nothing doing. Glick shuts the door. Back outside to Patterson. He tries a three. This is off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Henry Adam. He'll bring him down the floor. Pushes up to Glick. Glick looks for Will down in the corner. Will has to go up high to get it. Right under the hoop. Kicks it outside to Milliken. Milliken tries a three, and this is off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Lone Tree. Lone Tree's got Patterson running. If they want to try it, they don't. It's Burke. Burke sends it inside to Patterson now. Patterson working on Glick. Turns. Changes direction. Gets a layup up. No good. Rebounded by Milliken. Milliken brings him up the floor. He draws two defenders. Kicks it around all the way down to the far side to Henry Adam. Baseline drive. Back outside to Milliken. Milliken is left alone. Thought about a shot. Changes his mind. Sends it to Henry. Henry fires a three, and this is no good. Rebounded by Lone Tree. A lot of back and forth, not a lot of scoring as it's 10-7 in favor of the Lions. Willis gets it up to Hollerbrook. Hollerbrook tries to change directions through his legs. Poked out of bounds by Milliken. As Elijah Brock's now going to check in for Will Adam. Owen Eden and Gray Spillman come in for the Lions. They'll inbound it from front of Pekin's bench. They send it in the backcourt to Garcia. Garcia trying to get past Milliken. Does, gets up the wing, picks up his dribble, sends it back up top to Eden. Eden now sends it inside. 1 second on the shot clock, and that's going to be a shot clock violation on the Lions. Short time there on the out of bounds. Ball pushed out of bounds by Milliken. Gave Lone Tree a short shot clock. Pekin defense stands strong. Here's Glick. Turns the corner, lays it up in and good, and he's going to have an and one opportunity. Glick just twisted up the ankles of Holbrook. And Nolan Glick will go to the line to shoot for the old three-point play. With that, Holbrook, that was his first foul. Second on the team, and Glick at the line to try to finish out three-point play, and he does not. Rebounded by the Lions. Eden, he gets it up to Patterson. Patterson brings it across. Garcia now. Nothing to say shake. Now he's going to try to dribble past Milliken. Milliken posts the ball loose. It worked. Find Patterson. Patterson with a wide open lane, lays it up in and good. He's got 4. And Milliken right back down here for the Panthers go to work. 12-9 now. Henry Adam has it left wing. Back up top to Nolan Glick. Henry sends it outside to Milliken. He tries a three, and this is good. Cole Milliken's got 5 on the night. Leading scorer thus far for the Panthers. So we are tied at 12. Right down the floor to Patterson. Patterson step back 3, and this is way off the mark. Rebounded by Lone Tree. Patterson gets it back in. He tries a deep jumper this time, and it's good. Jack Patterson's got 6. 20 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Lone Tree leads 14-12. Shot clock is off. Pekin has a chance to tie it or take the lead as we go to the second quarter. Henry Adam waits for a screen from Glick. Dribbles through it, gets it outside to Milliken. Milliken now inside to Glick. Glick loses a handle on the dribble, but lays it up in and good with 3 seconds on the game clock. Lone Tree is going to try to fire it across court as time expires, and this is no good. So we will head to the second quarter, tied at 14. With Nolan Glick layup, he has now got 6 points on the night.
All right, we do thank our first quarter sponsor, which was Barn Wired, and now we go to our second quarter sponsor, which is Fremont Funeral Chapel, and let's go ahead and hear from them right now. The staff members at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. A ceremony can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Let the staff at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa help you in your time of need. Again, we thank Fremont Funeral Chapel for being our second quarter sponsor as we begin that second quarter, all tied up at 14 apiece between Pekin and Lone Tree. Josh Clubb with your play-by-play. Yep, microphone might help.
I just gave away the secrets to the world there, Steve. And
Yes.
Nobody's going to hear it. But fast-paced first quarter there. Not a lot of made shots, but a lot of energy by both teams. Here's Brock. Gets it down to the corner to Milliken. Right back. Elijah Brock up top to Will Adam. Milliken gets a screen from Will. Picks up his dribble, now it's kick it out to Brock. Elijah Brock head fakes, drives right side of the lane, kicks it outside to Adam. Adam drives inside, nothing doing. 14 on the shot clock, gets it outside to Milliken and tries a three, and he gets it to go. Cole Milliken has got 8. And the Panthers lead by 3. Now quickly, Lone Tree answers with the layup by Cade Willows. He's got 5. Milliken's going to bring him across. He gets a screen. Can't do much with it. Kicks it out to Brock. He's going to try a 3, and he is off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Will Adam. Adam goes back to the rim and gets it to go. First points of the night for Will Adam. And the Panthers, with their largest lead of the night, they lead by 4. Willows. Trying inside. Out now, the pass is taken away by Casey Davis. Davis has got Brock up in front of him, but just takes it himself. The layup is a little too strong. Rebounded by Lone Tree. They're right back down the floor. Inside goes Garcia. He gets a jump or a runner to up. It does not fall. Rebounded by Glick. All the way up to Riley Smith. Smith with his first 2 of the night. And Pekin really coming out here in the second quarter. Try down low to Garcia. Milliken's right there to harass him. He can't do anything with it. Kicks it right back outside. Have to reset. Taking it in and putting in a jumper up in the lane. No good. Batted right back out of bounds. All that by Emmett Burke of the Lions. (21-16), 5:55 to go in the second. Pekin on a run to start this second quarter. Driving up, stopping and shooting, and off the mark. There's the three-pointer from Henry Adam. There's an immediate shot by Lone Tree. Goes right in the hands of Milliken. He's going to run the length of the floor before he slows up and reverses the dribble. Sends it out to Will Adam. Will Adam drives inside. Now a charge is called on Will Adam. That'll be his second foul. And Brock's going to check in for him. First foul of the quarter by Pekin. Elijah Brock checking in. Here is Jack Patterson going to work to get a contested shot to fall. He's got 8. Back to within 3 is Lone Tree. Collision on the floor. Whistle and a foul called. Oh, they just said out of bounds. No foul called. Glick and Patterson colliding there. Inbound pass goes to Milliken. Henry Adam now down to the corner to Brock. He fires a 3 and gets it to fall. Elijah Brock with his first points of the night. He's got 3. Comes Lone Tree trying to answer. Inside goes Garcia. He kicks it out. Nothing doing now. A drive inside. The foul is going to be called. They're going to get Brock on this one. They do. They called on Brock his first. Team second of the quarter. And at the line to shoot two. Missing the first one is Grace Spillman. Spillman's second shot is good. Lone Tree, or excuse me, Pekin 24, Lone Tree 19. Milliken goes inside, now kicks it back outside to Brock. Brock fires a three, and this is no good. Rebounded, though, by Henry Adam. He kicks it out to Milliken and tries a three, and this is off the mark. Little long, goes to Glick. Right back to Milliken. He tries it again. Milliken's three is off the front of the rim, rebounded again by Henry Adam. He kicks it out to Riley Smith, who tries a three. This is rattles in and out and in. Riley Smith off that, and now taken away on the inbound by Riley Smith, and a foul is called before he takes a shot. They're going to call it on Lone Tree. I'm going to say tripping.
You know, you get that many shots down there, one is bound to fall occasionally. So.
Casey Davis checking in. I did not see the number they called that foul on. Called on Jack Patterson. Inbound pass goes to Davis. Davis left side of lane, lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Lone Tree. Trying to work in transition. Pekin able to get back and slow him up momentarily before they find Grace Spillman underneath for a fadeaway jumper. Here's Henry Adam, left wing. Sends a right wing now to Riley Smith. He fires a three and gets it to go. Smith has got 8 points off the bench. And here comes Lone Tree. Baseline, Spillman tries it, kicks outside to Garcia. Garcia tries a two-pointer, deep two, just inside the line. I mean, the edge of his shoe was on that line. Give him two. Glick, right side of the lane, puts up a tough shot. No good, rebounded by Patterson. Patterson gets it to Burke. Burke tries to dribble through Henry Adam, and Henry picks up a foul. Henry's first. Patterson. Jack Patterson will inbound it from right beside the scorer's table. Guarded by Smith. Gets it in to Garcia. Garcia tries to feed Eubanks. Taken away now by Henry Adam. Henry's going to run the length of the floor. Stops. Reverses the layup and gets it to fall. He's got 5. Lone Tree now 32-23, 9-point lead for the Panthers. Lone Tree trying to get an answer here. Get outside to Patterson. Patterson steps behind the screen and fires a three. This is no good. Battle for the rebound, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eubank of Lone Tree. Pekin on this possession will look for a double-digit lead. Henry has the ball poked free, passes it off. Now he tries a three. This is no good. Rebounded by Spillman of Lone Tree. Eubank will bring him across. Looking right side. Now inside to Patterson, and Patterson is fouled by Riley Smith. And with that, Henry Adams going to check out. In's going to come Will Adam. Patterson sends it in. Backside to Garcia. Garcia ball fakes, goes up for a shot. He's fouled again by Smith. Riley Smith picks up 2 quick fouls. This will send Dominic Garcia to the line. Elijah Brock going to check in here after the shot. First shot from Garcia is good. That is the 5th foul on Pekin in this quarter as well, so Lone Tree will shoot the rest of the way. Beacon's lead is 7. Bringing it up the floor is Milliken for the Panthers. Left side to Davis. Davis lobs it in to Glick, but over his head into the hands of Garcia. Turnover for Pekin. Eubanks is going to bring him up the floor. Or Burke, excuse me. Keep saying Eubanks. It's Burke. Emmett Burke. Goes left side and gets the roll. That's Burke. First 2 points of the night for him. They try Casey Davis down in the corner, and he gets a 3 to go. His first points of the night. Beacon, 7-point lead with 1:12 to go in the half. Right inside, jump stop. Nothing home. Glick with good defense. Holding strong. It's going to be a travel. They call it foul actually on Glick for pushing. Pushing number 13, Cade Willows. Looked like he had traveled, but they call a push on Glick instead. That's Glick's first foul. And that'll result in free throws as Beacon has surpassed 5 fouls previously. Willows. That's his 6th point of the night. Try for his 7th with 1:03 to go in the second. He does. Beacon leads by 2 possessions still. Henry Adam brings him down the floor. Gets a screen from Will. Loses a handle on his dribble though as he's trying to turn the corner. Turns it right back over to Lone Tree. 55.7 to go. Garcia will bring it up the floor. Working on the defense of Milliken. Milliken left side to Burke. They reset now. Trying to find Patterson inside, but Brock's doing a good job of keeping him contained. Now Brock loses a step on him, and Patterson fights his way in for a layup. Henry Adam now, 30-second shot clock is off, 30 seconds in the half. Beacon leads by 4. And rightfully so you would think. Beacon will work some of this clock down before trying anything. Don't give Lone Tree another chance. Try to go in with a 2-possession lead. Milliken now, left wing, goes down to Brock. Brock inside to Glick. Glick tries to reverse, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Henry Adam, or Will Adam. He gets it outside to Milliken. Milliken, 4 seconds to go, gets it to Will Adam. 2 seconds to go. Patterson comes up with a turnover. Will Adam takes it away, tries a shot. It's not going to be in time. He makes it nonetheless, but certainly not in time, and that was not in time. But I don't know. We wait for the refs to wave it off based on what we saw last night, Steve, and they did wave it off. So we will head to halftime with Beacon leading 35-31.
All righty, we do thank Fremont Funeral Chapel for being our second quarter sponsor. And we'll go quiet here for a few minutes at halftime. Our halftime sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services. Bring that onto the screen here, and we'll be back here in about 8 to 9 minutes here on Steve Shetler Media. And we're at halftime. Pekin leads Lone Tree in boys basketball 35-31. All right, we are back here live at Pekin High School. We got about a minute to go before the second half begins. Our halftime sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services in Sigourney. Stop by and see Stacy for all of your insurance needs. At the half, Pekin boys lead Lone Tree 35-31. We thank all of our sponsors making our broadcast possible, including Shetler Insurance. Easy for me to say. Shetler Insurance Services. Barnwired. Fremont Funeral Chapel, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Son-in-Law Services, Helmuth Ford, Federation Bank, Nutrient Ag, and Hedrick, and Serve Pro. Let's go to Josh Clubb on play-by-play.
All righty, looks like Lone Tree's going to start with the ball to start the second half. 4-point deficit. Interesting note there. Pekin had 7 different players score in that first half. As Lone Tree is going to look to close on this lead early with a 3. It is no good. Rebounded by Davis. Davis gets it up to Henry Adam. He's going to bring him up the floor. Davis all the way around to Will Adam. Near side corner to Milliken. Back up top to Henry Adam. Looking for a screen from Will. He kicks it back out to Will. Will head fakes, drives inside, left side, kicks it out. Davis fires a 3, and this is bouncing around and good. Casey Davis has got 6 on the night. And now a foul called on Henry Adam on the defense of Burke. His second, team's first of the quarter. Burke will inbound it from the left side of the scorer's table. And now Casey Davis comes up with a turnover. Gets it up to Henry. Henry brings him across. Waiting for his offense set up. Sends it into Will. Will, reverse side, hands it off to Glick. He tries a jumper, and this is good. Glick's got 8, and Pekin leads 40-31 in the early goings of this second half. On the right side, Garcia goes and lays it up in and good. Garcia's got 10 points for the Lions, and now Will Adam tries a dribble behind his back, loses a handle on it. Burke comes up with it and brings him down the floor. Now he loses a handle on the dribble. Henry Adam takes it away. Thought about transition, stops his dribble, tries a pass across it, is tipped. Ball's in the air. Will Adam comes up with it, sends it left side to Milliken. Milliken head fakes a 3, steps inside, now reverses back, fires a deep 3, and this is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Lone Tree. Burke looking for a screen. Gets it, but it's not effective as Glick's able to cover up the hole. Burke calling for another one. And now Lone Tree starting to move a little bit, try to fight for position. Patterson gets position, gets the ball pass. Looking for that's got to be a travel at this point. He switched feet 3 times, I think. Switched pivot foot. They do whistle him for a travel eventually. Turns it back over to the Panthers, who lead by 7. Henry Adam brings him across. Going to get a screen from Will at half court. Passes off right back to Henry. Right back up top. They're going to say he stepped on the baseline. On his way underneath the basket. Turns it right back over to the Lions. Patterson has it in the backcourt as Pekin applies a little bit of pressure. That is Hallbrook. It's back out top. Hands it off to Burke. Burke drives inside. Henry Adams stops him, though. But Burke just tries to jump over top of him. Puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Glick. Glick clears it out. Passes it back to Adam. Adam pushes it up the floor to Milliken. Milliken fires a 3. And this is off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Burke. Burke slows up. Sets up the offense. Burke drives left side. Davis picks him up, gets him to go back up top. Burke now inside, passes around Henry Adam, gets it into Patterson, who bounces off the bottom of the rim. Will Adam picks it up to Henry, all the way up the floor to Glick. Glick lays it up in and good. Nolan Glick's got 10. Panthers extend their lead to 9, taking it all the way in. And missing is Willows from the Lions. Henry Adams sends it up to Glick again. Glick waits, lets it clears out, lays it up and good again, and Glick's got 12. And a timeout's going to be taken by Lone Tree. They're going to take a full timeout here. Pekin extends their lead to 11 with 4:16 to go here in this third quarter.
All right, and our third quarter being sponsored by Oski Dental. You can call and schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster, 641-673-4845. Oski Dental on board as our third quarter sponsor here on Pekin Basketball for Steve Shuttler Media. And we do thank all of our sponsors: Barnwired, Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shuttler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Son-in-Law Services, Helmuth Ford, Federation Bank, Nutrien Ag and Hedrick, and ServPro. All sponsors on our Pekin basketball coverage. Again, we're back here on Friday night for the next Pekin girls and boys games. So tune in on Friday night. Josh, the Pekin boys put it together here in the third quarter. They're starting to pull away just a little bit. We'll see if they can maintain that momentum.
Yeah, Nolan Glick off to a hot start here, just beating the Lions defense back down the floor and get a couple easy layups in the process. He's got 6 in this second half, 12 on the night. So I'll try to keep this pace. Lone Tree kind of forced him to take a timeout there. They'll have 3 timeouts remaining in the game. We'll start with the ball. 4:15 to go. Garcia brings it across for the Lions. Get it back up top to Burke. Burke looking inside, nothing doing. Pivots. Now he decides to dribble left side of the lane. Henry Adam picks him up. Gives it back to Garcia. Back outside to Burke. He tries a 3, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by Will Adam. Will clears it out and gets it to Henry. Henry pushes up to Milliken. Milliken left alone, left wing. He fires a 3. This is short off the front of the rim. Long rebound goes to Milliken. Henry sends it right side now deep to Davis. Davis reverses court all the way to Milliken. Left side, Milliken drives inside, passes off to Glick. He lays it up in and good again. 3 defenders for the Lions went to the undersized Milliken and left Nolan Glick alone on the backside there. Just a phenomenal play by Nolan Glick, and here is a charge called on Dominic Garcia. His first foul of the game. First foul on the team this quarter. Pekin. Back to Henry Adam. He brings him across. Milliken left side, right back to Henry. Henry dribbles to his leg, sends it inside to who else but Glick. And Glick has it slapped out from behind by Patterson. He'll stay with the Panthers here. Still 27 seconds on the shot clock. Glick to Davis now. Davis looking inside. Dribble has his dribble popped out by Burke. Burke just lets everybody clear out. Now he's going to bring him across. Burke reverses dribble all the way inside. Carries a little bit. Poked free though by Elijah Brock into the hands of Henry Adam. Quickly up the floor. Milliken has it right wing. Burke tries to get it to Davis. Pass is jumped and taken away all the way down the floor. Goes Holbrook for the Lions to end this Panther run. 46-35 now. Milliken brings them across. Pass to Glick, right back to Milliken. Now to Elijah Brock. Inside he goes. He tries to put up a shot, but they're going to say he traveled in the process. That'll give the ball back to the Lions. Davis is going to check out, and it's going to come Riley Smith. Will Adam checks back in for Henry. And now a timeout's called by Pekin. A little confusion on the substitutions for Pekin. So they're going to take a 30-second timeout and talk things over. 46-35 is the Panther lead. With, I don't know what the clock said before they have the countdown for the timeout on the scoreboard right now. So we'll just say midway through the third quarter. Panthers kind of pulling away here in this third quarter. It was 35-31 at halftime.
Who do we have for a leading scorer so far, Josh?
Right now it will be Nolan Glick. He has got 14 points on the night. Next closest would be Cole Milliken and Riley Smith. Both have 8. There's the inbound pass. Is taken away by Riley Smith. Passes off to Will Adam. Now Milliken from the free throw line sends it inside to Glick, and Glick adds to that total. He's now got 16. 10 of those 16 points have came in this third quarter. He heard there's going to be a son-in-law services player of the game, and he's trying to earn it all in one quarter. Here's a missed shot by Burke. Right back outside to Garcia. Garcia travels in the process as he runs into Milliken. Lions turn it back over to the Panthers. Panthers with a 13-point lead, looking for their biggest lead of the night right here. Milliken will bring them down the floor. Riley Smith sends it left side to Elijah Brock. Brock right side to Will Adam, back down to Smith, who travels before he took off. Riley Smith turns it over. Minute 36 to go in the third quarter. All Panthers in this third quarter. Lone Tree only able to muster up 4 points so far. Now a carry is called on Garcia, so he turns it right back over to the Panthers. And just 4 points scored thus far by Lone Tree here in the third. Minute 26 to go. Milliken, left side, gets it back out to Will Adam. Will Adam using some ball skills, has it taken away by Burke, and Adam fouls him. No. That was a foul called on. Hang on here. Get a warning called on Lone Tree. Lone Tree gets a delay game warning, so I'm assuming they only get one. Lone Tree fans not happy with that call. I'm guessing they didn't call a foul. They called a carry on Burke, or a travel on Burke, as he had ripped the ball out of Will Adams' hands. Riley Smith's going to check out. In's going to come Henry Adam. Beacon doesn't waste any time. Inbounds. It gets a three-pointer by Milliken, but he cannot connect. Right back down the floor comes Lone Tree. Burke, top of the key. Gets the screen, tries to drive off of it, and a foul is called. Called a foul on Henry Adam. That'll be Adams' third foul, so he's going to have to check. He just came back into the game. He's going to come right back out. Casey Davis comes in. Lone Tree with the new shot clock gets it into Burke. Burke wanted to shoot on the catch. Covered up by Brock. Brock, he dribbles around Brock now, takes it in, lays it up. 4-2. And then Burke, first 2 points of the half. He's got 4 on the night. 48 seconds to go here in the quarter. Shot clock still in play. Down inside they go to Brock. Brock can't handle it. Gathers it in, though. Gets it down to Milliken. Milliken comes back up top and resets. 15 on the shot clock as Will Adam drives inside. Passes out to Davis. Davis loses it, though. Goes out of bounds. They turn it over to Lone Tree. 27.6 on the game clock. The shot clock will be off for the rest of this third quarter with Beacon leading 48-37. Lone Tree brings it down. Willows now dribbles out of it and lets some time come off. Beacon puts on the pressure, though, forcing their hand of the Lions. 10 seconds to go. Burke has it. Right wing, deep in the right wing, starts to dribble. 5 seconds to go. Now he drives inside, tries a deep three as time expires, and he banks it in. As the quarter ends on the three-pointer, by Emmett Burke. He's got 7 for the Lions, and they pulled it within 8. 48-40 as we head to the fourth quarter.
All righty, and our fourth quarter is sponsored by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
We thank Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics for being our fourth quarter sponsor. We backtrack a little bit. We thank Oski Dental also for being our third quarter sponsor. We're at the beginning of the fourth. Pekin boys lead Lone Tree 48-40. A few seconds away from starting this fourth quarter. And let's go back to Josh Clubb.
All righty. Well, Pekin's got an 8-point lead. Leading scorer is Nolan Glick with those 16 points. Milliken and Riley Smith both have 8. Smith getting his 8 points off the bench. Milliken and Glick both starters. Here's a lob inside to Glick. He's going to try to add to that total and does. 2 more and they lead by 10 again. Quickly down the floor. Patterson has it right wing. Holds up now. Gets it back to Hallbrook. Hallbrook gets it to Burke. Burke drives inside the free throw line. Stop. Lobs it inside to Hallbrook. Hallbrook lays it up in and good. He's got 6. Henry Adam brings him down the floor. Henry Adam does have 3 fouls. He's at the last couple of minutes of that third quarter with those 3 fouls. Here's Will. Now Henry back outside left wing, drives inside, stops at the free throw line, puts up a shot, and this is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Lone Tree. Trying to chip away at this gap are the Lions. Panthers defense has been pretty stout this second half thus far. See if they can keep that pace. Hallbrook has it right wing, drives inside. Has his shot blocked by Henry Adam. It goes out, or by Glick, excuse me. It goes out of bounds off of Glick's hand. It'll stay with Lone Tree, 16 seconds on the shot clock. Go inside to Holbrook. Holbrook has it tipped out of his hands into Patterson. Patterson out of Holbrook. Burke has a lane to the basket, and he lays it up. He's now got 9. Within 6, and Pekin's going to call a timeout as Milliken crosses half court to talk things over as Lone Tree's building a bit of a run. We've got Burke with 9 for the Lions. Garcia's got 10, and Patterson's got 10. So those are leading scorers for the Lions. Those are who the Panthers try to keep in check.
And Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics is our fourth quarter sponsor here on Pekin Basketball. Again, we're going to be doing several Pekin basketball games this winter. Another one coming up on Friday night, so make sure you tune in then.
All righty, so Pekin will have, both teams will have 3 timeouts remaining. 6:37 to go in the game. 6-point Panther lead. No fouls on either team thus far in this quarter. Will gets it into Henry to start things off, and then Seth gives him a screen. Dribbles inside, now back out they go. Around to Milliken. Milliken has to get it back to Henry, they'll reset. Henry Adam drives right side, 12 to shoot. Milliken goes baseline, sends it back outside to Henry. 8 to shoot, he takes a deep jumper, and this does not get the roll. I thought he got the forward English on that, but nonetheless, Lone Tree comes down with it, trailing by 6. Burke. 7 of Burke's 9 points have came in this half. There, an errant pass goes out of bounds. Last off of Lone Tree. Henry Adam brings him up the floor. Pekin needs to silence this run by the Lions right now. They get it inside to Glick. Why not? And he lays it up in and good. Nolan Glick has got 14 points in the half, 20 on the night. And right back down the floor come the Lions. They get it to Holbrook. Holbrook drives inside, passes it out to Burke. Burke tries a 3, and this is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Garcia, who's going to dribble out. Holbrook tries a 3 from the right wing, and this is no good. Too strong. This time rebounded by Will Adam. He clears it out and takes off dribbling down the court. Sends it down to the corner to Davis. Davis right back to Will. Will drives cuts inside on an open lane, no good. Rebounded by Glick, though. Glick kicks it outside to Henry Adam. Henry drives inside, now backs up. Shot clock did reset, so plenty of time here as Milliken fires a three from the left wing and gets it to go. Cole Milliken's first points of the second half. And Pekin back up by 11. 4:57 to go. Albrook, left wing. All the way right side of the lane. Weaving through defenders, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by Glick. Glick clears it out, gets it back to Will. Will sends it over to Henry, and Henry will bring him up slowly. 4:43 to go for Pekin. Left side now to Davis. Davis, head fakes, drives inside, kicks it out to Milliken. That's Will Adam. All the way right side now to Henry. Glick hands it back to Henry. Henry fires a three, and this is just a bit strong. Long rebound goes right back to Henry Adam. He kicks it out to Milliken. Milliken, head fake, spins. Has to retreat on that, and now Will Adam takes it. Baseline, passes it off to Davis. Davis lays it up in and good. Davis has got 8. What a heads-up play there by Will Adam, passing it off to Davis. Burke takes it the length of the floor. His layup is no good. Will comes down with it, sends it up to Henry. Henry stops after he crosses half court, lets the team catch up. Milliken at the top, setting things up. Pekin in no hurry now. 3:50 to go. Leading 57-44 is Lone Tree that's going to have to start pushing the pace a little bit. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Get a sub in. Holbrook will come out, and will come Gray Spillman. (57-44), 3:46 to go. Send it in the backcourt to Henry. Henry gets a screen from Will. Passes it inside to Glick. Glick has to go up to get it, and Patterson lands on him. That's a hard foul on Nolan Glick. Patterson hurt his hand in the process. That should be the second on Patterson. There, that should be on the floor. Okay, they were lined up to shoot a free throw. I was to say that was definitely an on-the-floor foul. Just the first foul called here in the fourth quarter. 3:39 to go. Henry Adam has the ball at baseline, near far side of the floor. He sends it up top to Milliken. Milliken head fakes. Now pass to the left side to Henry. Henry Adam. Reverse off the dribble. His pass too strong for Davis. Ends up in the hands of Milliken, who fires a three and gets it to go. Cole Milliken has got 6 this second half, 14 on the night. And he pokes the ball out of Garcia's hands. Now Spillman tries a three, and this is off the mark. Goes in the hands of Garcia. Garcia back to Burke. Burke steps outside, tries, nope, head fakes and sends it back inside. Back outside, another three taken by Lone Tree. This is no good, rebounded by Henry Adam. Henry clears it out, brings him across the floor with 3 minutes to go in the game. Will Adam has it. No pressure whatsoever as Will gets it over to Henry. Now to Milliken. Milliken lobs it inside to Glick. Glick puts up a shot. He is fouled. That foul is going to go on Gray Spillman. His first. Good foul there because I think Glick pretty much had that shot in. He's been doing it all night, and timeout is going to be taken by Lone Tree. Full minute timeout as Pekin leads 60-44. 2 free throws awaiting from Nolan Glick.
All right, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics bringing us our fourth quarter. Josh, we're getting towards the end of the game. We're going to be looking at the Son-in-Law Services player of the game. Who would be the top candidates right now?
It's got to be, but I mean, I think Nolan Glick's kind of running away with this, especially the second half performance. Some honorable mention. You got to look at Cole Milliken with his 14 points, and then Casey Davis. He's added an 8 as well, but Nolan Glick's done it on both sides of the floor tonight, scoring, just really pulling the Panthers away in this one here with its easy layups, great separation, and getting some tough rebounds inside, and just in shutting down the Lions offense. So right now, nothing really changes. I'm thinking Nolan Glick's kind of running away with it at this point.
So he is the leading candidate. We'll see if he can maintain that for the next 2:48.
He's at the free throw line to try to make 22 points on the night, so he's in a pretty good spot. And Next on the first one. It's a 17-point lead. He's trying to make it an 18-point lead. And he does. Panthers really pulled away here as of late. Patterson brings him down the floor. Patterson's been pretty quiet this second half. He was the leading scorer for the Lions in the first half, but not done much since. Burke's kind of taken over. He has the ball now. He's kind of been the pace for the Lions thus far. It's Patterson, head fakes a three, steps inside the arc and fires a shot. Deep jumper goes for Jack Patterson. That is his first 2 points of the night. He's got 12, or first 2 points of the half. He's got 12 on the night. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the game as Milliken sends it inside to Henry. Henry left alone, and they're going to say no shot, a travel on Henry Adams. He couldn't quite get his feet stopped, tried to duck under the defense of Patterson, and couldn't stop his momentum, so he travels there, turns it right back over to Lone Tree. Lions need to work quickly here. Inside 2 minutes to go. They try to lob it inside to Patterson. Davis is there to take it away. He clears it out, sends it to Henry Adam. Up the floor to Milliken. Milliken now right side, dribbles down into the corner. Slowly works his way in the trap. He passes off to Glipp, who tries a reverse layup. It's no good. Rebounded by Holbrook. Holbrook takes the length of the floor. He tries to go inside, puts a fadeaway up. No good. Rebounded by Will Adam. Will gets it to Henry. Lone Tree putting the press on now. Minute 30 to go. And Lone Tree's going to have to, they come up with a stop here, maybe put the foul game in, but certainly not too aggressive there. Burke starting to get a little aggressive, reaching in and picking up a foul. That's going to be his second. Team's third of the quarter. So one more foul to give. Minute 21 to go. Trailing by 16. Need to work quickly. Henry goes inside right at Burke again. Burke gets it up to Will. Will is fouled by Holbrook. That'll be the fourth team foul. Second on Holbrook. Next foul will be free throws for the Panthers. They get it into Glick. Glick holds on to it, sends it right side to Henry Adam. Henry Adam just holds on to it. He'll have to start dribbling here. He does, and he's going to be fouled by Burke. That'll send Henry Adam to the line. Third foul on Burke. That is the fifth. Henry Adam at the free throw line. Not many free throws by either team tonight. Really, Pekin got themselves into the bonus got to the fifth foul mark as Adam connects on his first one. In the second quarter, but either team really surpassed that too. I mean, until there where Lone Tree was purposely fouling. Henry Adam misses the second one. Minute 2 to go, 63-46. Lone Tree working quickly down the floor. Send it outside to Eubank. Now to Garcia. Garcia inside. All the way around. Patterson now tries a three. He has it tipped, but gets it off the front of the rim. Henry Adam comes down with it. Passes it off to Milliken. Milliken back over to Henry. Henry crosses half court. 43 seconds to go. Lone Tree not looking like they're going to foul here. Pekin will have to take a shot as Milliken sends it to Henry, and Lone Tree has called off the fouling. 25 seconds to go in the game, 10 on the shot clock. Milliken and the Panthers just looking to get down inside 5 seconds for Will Adam now. He's just going to drive inside and put up a shot. This is off the side of the backboard. It's going to be a shot clock violation, and now Lone Tree had possession of it. So this goes a turnover. 8 seconds to go in the game. Lone Tree's Hollowbrook's going to fire a three. No good. Rebounded by Henry Adam, and he's just going to hold it there. And time will expire with a final score. Pekin 63, Lone Tree 46. Pekin will improve on the year to 3-2. Lone Tree will fall to 2-4.
All right. We do thank Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics for being our fourth quarter sponsor. And we're going with Nolan Glick as the player of the game,
as
right?
the Son-in-Law Services player of the game.
All right. Well, that'll do it for tonight's Pekin basketball coverage here on Steve Shuttler Media. Again, we'll be right back here on Friday night for the next game. So tune in shortly before 6 o'clock for more Pekin basketball coming up on Friday night. For Josh Clubb and for Pekin High School, I'm Steve Shuttler here on Steve Shuttler Media.